Now it's 6:30 on WKYT. This morning, a boater goes missing on the Kentucky River, and this morning the search for the person is continuing. Also on WKYT, if you're hitting the road, you won't be alone. A look at how police are hoping to cut down on what has been an already deadly weekend in the Commonwealth. And remembering an officer killed in the line of duty.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so nice to have you with us. Here we are on Monday morning. It's May 25th and it's Memorial Day. I'm Bill Bryant and Rebecca's off today. We have a lot of news to get to you this morning, including some of the observances that will be going on throughout the day and details about what has been a tragic weekend really out there on the waterways and the roadways. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Jim Caldwell this morning because we're seeing a beautiful start to the morning.
It is a beautiful start here in central and eastern parts of Kentucky. Sun on its way up, but the problem is there's some cloud cover blocking at least some of what could be a very gorgeous sunrise out there for you. See all those clouds hanging out with us, and that's just going to be a little more active through the day today. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, showers, thunderstorms, all of that coming our way. We're 69 degrees here in Lexington. We look at our daily breakdown. We're talking about some storms out there today, severe chances possible on Tuesday, and then the rain just keeps on coming as we go through the rest of the week. Today is Memorial Day. We're tracking shower and thunderstorm chances into the afternoon and evening hours. I think we get up to around 83 degrees for a high today outside of some of that rain. Now, if you get caught under a shower, you will never make it to that level. But more rain chances are coming our way starting with today. It's just wide open from here, Bill. We'll take a closer look at all of it coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Well, we enjoyed the sunshine we've had the last few days and over the weekend. Thank you, Jim. Several crews from surrounding counties are heading back out to Mercer County later this morning to look for a missing person. Crews went out to the Brooklyn Bridge off US 68 at the Palisades just after 6 o'clock last night. We're told that 2 people were having some sort of mechanical issues with their jet ski and tried to fix it while out on the water. The driver told firefighters at one point he turned around and his passenger was gone. Search crews are still hoping to find the missing person alive.
It's not a tremendously deep area, and the good news, if there is any good news in a situation like this, is that the river is not rapidly moving. The current is fairly quiet right now.
We called both Mercer and Jessamine County authorities overnight. They tell us the missing person has not yet been found. The holiday weekend has been a deadly one on Kentucky roads, and with millions expected to be heading home today, you can bet it will be very busy out there, and there will also be a large police presence as officers try and keep any more lives from being lost. Let's go out to WKYT's Hillary Thornton live along I-75 with more on what you can expect if you're driving today. Hillary?
Good morning, Bill. Travel experts anticipate as this Memorial Day weekend wraps up, it will bring the highest volume of traffic for the holiday in a decade. And unfortunately, as you mentioned, it has already been a deadly one out here on central Kentucky roadways. Police are going to be out hoping and working to make sure that that trend does not continue. Officers say they go into this weekend hoping they do not have to work any fatalities, but know with the increased traffic and celebrations, it is likely. Unfortunately, that was the case in Scott County with a deadly 2-vehicle crash happening early Saturday morning. Last night, the community came together to remember Bourbon County 8th grader Emily Sams. Investigators say the 13-year-old was traveling with her mother and father to Louisville for a volleyball tournament when a car also traveling west on Interstate 64 dropped off the left shoulder, overcorrected, hitting the Sams family, causing their pickup to flip, killing Emily and injuring her parents. Now, her mother, Shella, who works in the Bourbon County school system as the director for special education, remains in critical condition. Also in Scott County later on Saturday, cyclist Mark Hinkle was hit and killed while riding in the Horsey 100. That driver who hit him is charged with murder. And police are really just asking folks who are hitting the roads to head home after this holiday weekend to really keep in mind that you will have some extra company out here, and they encourage everyone to stay alert and wear your seatbelts. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. State police have now identified the victim killed in another deadly wreck over the weekend. Troopers say 54-year-old Patricia Hobson from Irvin died Saturday in a crash on I-75 near the Madison-Fayette County line. She was a passenger in a van that ran off of the road and into an embankment and then flipped. Hobson was ejected and died. The driver of the van went to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Our time this morning is 6:36 on WKYT, and today, many will be setting aside some time to remember those who have died while serving our country. There are several ceremonies planned across the Commonwealth on this Memorial Day. And our Mark Barber is live at Lexington Cemetery, which will be hosting one of the largest services here in the Bluegrass. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. The ceremony here will get started at 11 a.m. Another very large annual special ceremony that takes place will be at the Camp Nelson National Cemetery. It is also beginning at 11 a.m. and there, again, many people will pause to remember those who have died serving our country. On Saturday, hundreds of Boy Scouts honored those who paid the ultimate sacrifice by laying flags on more than 12,000 graves in the cemetery. During today's memorial service, Jim Sayer will speak as Abraham Lincoln, and Michael E. Crutcher Sr. will speak as Frederick Douglass. U.S. Army veteran John Larson will be the guest speaker at the Lexington Cemetery ceremony. Larson works with struggling veterans at the Fayette County Veteran Treatment Court. He is also well known for serving as the first full-time public defender in Fayette County. Now, the memorial ceremony here will honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice with a 3-volley salute, the presentation of colors, as well as the playing of taps. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. And today, the Kentucky National Guard will dedicate a site in honor of troops that has been nearly 10 years in the making. The names of 233 men and women who have fallen in the line of duty since 1912 are now engraved on a memorial at the Boone National Guard Center in Frankfort. They will be holding a special dedication ceremony there at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Soil from all 120 Kentucky counties was planted at the site. Well, today also marks 2 years since a Bardstown police officer was gunned down in the line of duty, and the person responsible is still on the run. Police say someone shot and killed Officer Jason Ellis on an exit ramp of the Bluegrass Parkway back in 2013. On Friday, Kentucky State Police released a video of Ellis's wife, Amy, asking anyone with any information to come forward. State Police say the reward is now up to $185,000 for information that leads to an arrest and conviction. It's becoming a familiar call for police. Once again, they're at a Lexington T-Mobile store right now investigating a burglary. That call came in just a few minutes before 5 this morning. We're told the burglars broke in through the front door before stealing from the store. There have been multiple break-ins at Lexington cell phone stores since March. There's no word from police yet this morning on if these crimes are connected. Firefighters in southern Kentucky are still trying to figure out what started a fire that killed 3 people. The fire broke out at a mobile home on Ridgewood Avenue in Monticello about 4:15 yesterday morning. The Wayne County coroner believes that husband and wife Hobart and Lorena Piercy and their son James all died from smoke inhalation. State police are investigating another deadly fire. This one happened early Saturday morning on Ann Street in Estill County. 2 people died in that fire. The coroner has not released their names as of this morning. The Fayette County School Board will be voting on whether to accept a committee's plan for rezoning early next month. If the proposal is accepted, there will be several changes impacting thousands of families in Lexington. Our news partner, the Herald Leader, reports more than 1,600 students will move to new schools. The plan will grandfather in students going into grades 5, 8, 11, and 12 when the new zones take effect, and students going into the 10th grade if they're switching to the new high school. The board will hold a final input session on Wednesday, June 3rd, and they will vote on the proposal after that meeting. The school board is also wrapping up their transition to a new search firm that will find a new superintendent. We're told that McNamara Search has now all of the information from all of the applicants who are interested in becoming the next Fayette County Public Schools superintendent. The board hired a new firm after they fired search firm ProAct following what they call disturbing allegations against the CEO. The board is hoping to name a new superintendent who can start on July 1st. Our time this morning is 6:40, 20 before 7 on WKYT. And let's check and see how traffic is moving out on the roads this morning with live drive traffic. Here's a look right now at the interstate. That's I-75 and I-64 at the northern split, and traffic is very light this early in the morning. So if you're heading back home or heading off to some destination today, now would be a good time to get out there. A lot of those construction projects also have been suspended as far as the resurfacing, all those orange and white barrels that you see all across Kentucky. Many of those pulled back to allow for better flow of traffic. In Lexington this morning, we have no reports of any major problems. Everybody's doing fine, the few that are up and at it today. And keep in mind that local, state, and federal offices are all closed today. Lexington Public Library is also closed today. More news coming up on WKYT this morning. It's so good to have you along with us here on this Monday, Memorial Day.
And he ran the numbers.
It looks like former Late Show host David Letterman is settling into retirement very quickly. We'll show you what he's calling the highlight of his life, coming up in about 5 minutes.
And we are tracking some showers just out to our west, and it looks like we'll be dealing with some of those shower and thunderstorm chances coming up later today. Let's take a closer look coming up.